I absolutely have to fix a problem in one of the rooms in the house, one of the bedrooms where we have laminate flooring that looks like this, the little baseboards that go well with it too. The flooring was there when we bought the house over 10 years ago, likely installed by the previous owner. Today, one bedroom has a problem. The flooring is lifting, warping, and sinks when walked on due to poor expansion. I need to remove the baseboards to see what's behind them and then cut. Probably because some boards touch one side of the wall, we'll check and then reattach the baseboards. I've taken the baseboards off. And the problem, you can see it here, there's an expansion. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but there is one. But here, nothing at all. The board is touching the wall, so that's not good. So when I removed the baseboards, I obviously broke some. You see, this is medium density fiber board. It breaks very easily. It was pretty well glued, so I'll let you line it up. By the way, the installation, we don't care about that, so we'll ignore it. The baseboards, I'm going to buy some new regular ones. I'll paint them. That'll be just fine. They're just baseboards. If it were up to me, honestly, the whole thing would go out the window, all the flooring, the baseboards, but well, I don't have the time, so for now, we'll put the baseboards and the flooring back. We'll see about that later. So I took out the multi-tool and did a test because here it's the same, it's touching the wall. So with the multi-tool, you see I'm making a gap all along. Of course, I need to vacuum everything, but it's going to be perfect and it cuts really well. I'm going to film it. We're making a groove all along, 5 millimeters, and at least the flooring will be able to move. That's very important when you're installing laminate flooring or even solid wood or tiles. You absolutely need to allow for expansion and not do things like this. The boards should overlap by at least 30 to 40 centimeters. And besides, it's really ugly. Aesthetically, it doesn't look good at all. Anyway, I'll keep going. I'll film all of this for you, and then we'll see about installing new baseboards. Alright, the floating floor is cut all around the edges. It's perfect. We use a fairly thick spacer and it should fit behind the boards. It's as simple as that. And if it doesn't fit, we cut it again. So I cut this with a multi-tool. It cuts really well. Floating floors are made of laminated medium density fiberboard. You can also use a track saw, which cuts straighter than a multi-tool that can make waves, but it doesn't matter since a baseboard will cover it. I didn't use the track saw because my new one has an offset at the dust extraction port. That offset me 25 mm from the wall, so I needed baseboards at least 25 mm thick, but this one is 14 mm. Since I bought more, the same height as the previous one I broke, I don't have enough to go all the way around. That's why I bought more. I'm going to paint them white since white was out of stock when I bought them. I chose medium density fiberboard to paint instead. Painting has benefits over the laminated option. See, it's got some dents, and besides using a pencil, I don't see how you could fix that. Here, I think if I hit it with the vacuum brush or push a piece of furniture and damage it, I can just use some filler and paint. No one will notice. It's like nothing happened. So the advantage of painting them, as you understand, is that we can repair them. If it's your first time using painter's tape and want to avoid that unsightly gap under the paint, or if you've already taped and see that gap, which looks really bad, well, the trick actually is not to put the paint on right away. You apply your primer, you lay the laminate flooring, and then you put the furniture in right after. In a bedroom, you add the bed, dresser, wardrobe, and other furniture, and everything will settle. Wait a week or two before painting. If you paint right after installing the flooring, then move in furniture, you'll be happy at first, but the floor will settle. Day under the paint, so you lay your laminate flooring with the underlay, you put the furniture in, you wait for it to settle, and then you put up the painters. We'll start by gluing this corner, then I'll fast forward the rest since it's the same process. So I'm going to make small dots of glue. Well, you could make lines like this, but here I'm going to make small dots of glue. Then we just need to press it down. So we always do the second one with the blobs. We shake it all around. So yes, for those wondering why I didn't fully remove the top seal, because I have paint in some places. What is it? I glued it, so it's fine. I need to redo a seal on top so the other one is hidden. The perimeter is finished and perfect, so we can stop discussing it. I told you the floor was lifting and warping, making it feel like you were sinking. Now it's much better. I recut the perimeter since the floor was touching both walls. It's much better now. But this corner still creaks. Listen. It creaks. So does it really creak? Because here you see the gap is all over the place. We have, I'm sure, not even 4 centimeters. So does it creak because of that, or does it creak because it lifted and broke some tongues? I have no idea. I'm not a specialist in floating floors, but if any of you know about floating floors, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. I'm considering using my upstairs utility room for a mix of things. If that's the case, I'll install the flooring, cut as needed, remove and replace the baseboards. It's fine. We know how now. This one goes upstairs. I'm talking about this. It's in a year and a half, 2 years. We have time to see it coming. And here, I'll put in brand new flooring, nice and well installed, done properly. Okay, so we'll see about all that, but for now, it's still better. As I mentioned, there was a big bump here that bothered us, but now the noise isn't too bad. For now, it's fine. We'll add some furniture and it should work. That's all for this flooring video. I hope it helps you. If you install baseboards and want no gaps, remember me when you see them. I didn't show you the painting, just one coat with a roller, one with a brush. We'll meet next week for the bathroom part of the project. We're nearly done, and once everything is out, I'll have shared all the episodes. I'll explain what happened with the video editor who ruined things. We nearly had a disaster. We'll discuss it later, but for now, I'm getting back into my routine, so everything's fine.